All right, we'll start with the opening statement from Coach.
Well, first off, as you know, Lee Dort was arrested earlier this week, and that's obviously that's something that we take really, really serious here around here. I mean, there was some serious allegations, and once we were made aware of those allegations, we decided to suspend him indefinitely until obviously a couple of different things happened, and the judicial process kind of plays out as well as a process with the university. So from that standpoint, we don't know exactly when he will be back or if he will be back. But as we get more information from that situation, we'll make sure that we let you guys know. It's been a rough couple of days, for our guys. Obviously, there a lot going on, but from our standpoint, we know that Lee has a road ahead of him, but at the same time, we have a job that we need to do and things that we need to focus on as well. And I approached this week, once that happened, just to kind of step away from it for a day, let the guys kind of absorb everything that had happened. And then we got back to the work the last couple of days. Last couple of days didn't feel like our usual days, but today was a little bit normal. I felt like we eased into the game for whatever reason. We were a little bit shell shocked there, but fortunately in the second half, we found a group out there that started to compete and then playing the way that I expect us to play and then expect us to compete. A little disappointing with the start that we had, with it being the challenge and everything. I thought that we would have a little bit more energy than we did, but I do understand the circumstances because it hadn't been easy on any of us over these last couple of days. But we will find a way to get through it together and continue to try to build our team to be a team that we feel that is capable of being.
What was the timetable of when you found out about Lee Dort's allegations and when the team found out about it?
I found out about it the night that it happened. I think we got back from Vegas that night, and I got a call that said that thought he was in an altercation. Once I got that message, I immediately ran it up to my superior, which is to Candace, and I left her a text. And then by the time I talked to her the following morning, I think we were both kind of up to speed of what has happened, and now it's just waiting for those processes to kind of play out. But I have talked to him. He's back. He's still in class. He's still participating. He's just away from the team. And like I said, I don't know what that will look like until these processes kind of play themselves out.
Questions for Ezra on the game tonight?
Ezra, as a leader, just how do you try to gather the guys back together and try to keep fighting right now?
Yeah, I just think it's about staying together, just continuing to just build and practice. And I think the biggest thing is just stay together and continue to fight. So,
How much do you lean on your faith through the last week?
a lot. I mean, God has a plan that's bigger than we can see. Even though we might not think it's the right path as of right now. The Lord has a plan that He can see everything. He can see the future, and we just have to trust that we're in His hands.
Can you talk about how you felt physically and how the road to recovery was?
Any road to recovery is tough, but I was out there, and if I'm on the court, I gotta fight.
Anything else for us? All right, thanks, Ezra. Questions for Coach?
Basketball-wise, over the last two games, I guess is something off. What do you think is off with your team right now? Because I think just sort of the margin of the games. Like these last two games haven't even been very close.
No, I think it's. I can't really put my finger. I mean, obviously we still hadn't had what I consider our best five together at any point. You know, I think we got guys that we're adding back into the mix that they're coming off from injury and they're dealing with some conditioning things, and we're trying to work them through those conditions. As soon as we get those guys back, as soon as we get excited about having Vin and having Tyron and having Lee back, then Ezra goes down. Ezra goes down with the ankle sprain, so that was those games out in Vegas. We lose our our leading scorer and our leading rebounder in the first game and in the second game. So things are off a little bit right now. We got to find a way to settle those things. But I thought we had looks, we had opportunities. I mean, I just didn't think that we challenged them tonight. We didn't compete the way that we needed to. Harris was. I mean, he had a game. Post is a load. He did. They made shots. They got off to a good start, and from that, it was just like I felt like we just like, okay, this is not going to be our night, as opposed to trying to compete and fight through it, and that was the disappointing part of it for me. But I found a few guys in the second half that were excited to compete. Our younger guys, I wanted to go with a big game like this, a challenge game. I want to go with more of our guys, our veteran guys, and give them more of an opportunity to try to find their way through the games, but just didn't able to do so tonight. You know what I'm saying? ET didn't have his game from having a big game like he did the last time. I thought that he was kind of primed to have a big game tonight. He never got it going tonight. We're not gonna win many games when it's combined between him, Tyron, and Vin Allen that we get that type of production. We just need more production from that core group. And I still thought Ez competed. I mean, he still was able to get 16 and 2, but he wasn't himself. When you see 5 turnovers that day, he just doesn't. He doesn't. I mean, he take care of the ball, way better than that. But he hadn't really practiced, other than the fact he just tried to do all he could to get to this game, and thankful for what he was able to give us there. But we just need other guys to step up. Need Paul Lewis to step up. We need guys that have been around a little bit, longer. Second year guys. I think. Carter was good tonight. Thought he did some really good things. Jason came in and gave us a spark, even though JQ didn't really score. He rebounded the ball for us pretty good. Played pretty good defense. Tassos made a couple shots for us. Isaiah West was solid. So again, there's some positives out of this, but it's just not where we thought we would be at this point right now. But we'll continue to try to put it together, continue to work, look and see where we can make the game a little bit easier for these guys, and next time out.
How do you evaluate your defense through the first 7 games?
Our defense is, it's been up and down a little bit. I think our zone has been good. So I think before we were, somebody told me before Gaffney just shot out of his mind, we might have been the #1 team in zone offense. So again, maybe I should have been playing a little bit more zone. But I think we went, after he had his little barrage, we went to 60th, and I think we got a few stops tonight. Maybe that's something that could help us a little bit more. But we just got to take the challenge of we're not having a rim protection. Charges are not kind of thought of as they were, a year ago. I mean, most of those marginal calls are going to be blocked, so we're trying to teach more verticals and things like that, and we just got to get better at it. But it really starts with the own ball. I think we got to do a better job of guarding the first dribble. and not put so much pressure on our help defense to have to bail us out every time. And so I just think those are some things that we can get better at, that we can spend a little bit more time in practice trying to doing step slides and getting better at guarding the ball. I think that'll serve our defense a lot better. But it's definitely not where it needs to be for a lot of the mistakes were just our young guys. I mean, they're jumping around. They want to be active. They want to be aggressive. Learning pick and roll coverage is new to some of them. How to get into the ball, how to be up to the level, how to be back. Whether you're supposed to be in, whether you're out. A lot of those things change from game to game, and I think that's been some of the struggles, that just learning it. And we've seen it before. It's not anything new. It's not like it's so alarming and discouraging because we've never seen it before. We've seen it from all of our guys, but. And even, like I said, our guys like Tassos or Evan Taylor, even though they're older guys, they're still kind of new to the system, and it just takes a learning curve, especially if you can do it in practice. To do it in practice and still in the heat of the battle, you can tend to lose sight of those things because of a missed shot, because of a turnover, and we just got to try to get them to focus into that, into the moment. And I think that's the biggest challenge for young players and new players into this system.
Tyron Lawrence finished with 4 field goal attempts in 22 minutes. What do you think contributed to some of his struggles tonight?
I don't know. I mean, he was looking at his hand all night, so maybe that was some of the issue. I asked him, was there a problem with his hand? He said there wasn't. So, but just like I saw, he continued to look at it like it was ailing him or something. But I don't know. I just didn't think he played with the aggression and the assertiveness of getting downhill that we need him to. But I was more. I don't even worry about the offense because I feel like he needs to be a guy to be a setup guy for us. I think that's going to open his game up once he makes up his mind to get downhill and make plays for others and get those guys easy opportunities. The game is going to open up for him a little bit more, but I was more disappointed than the effort on the defensive end to start the game. I think a lot of how they were attacking us was attacking him, and just got to be better at that on that side of the ball.
What did these past few days teach you? Obviously, the news with Lee, and then now with the game. How did you learn to just keep the team motivated, and is there anything you would do differently if it were to happen again?
No, I mean, I think it's, again, the first day back, I mean, I sat in this exact room with all of our guys and explained to them what decisions, how important your decisions are and how they affect us. I mean, we don't take these things lightly. I mean, we have a standard that we adhere to on and off the basketball court, and it just shows you just how one decision can have some negative effects across the board, but it's life. I mean, I think I don't just everything isn't about basketball to me. I mean, I think it's important. It's part of what our job and what we do and why we're here and why we're excited about it. But I'm much more invested in these young men and how they learn how to handle this adversity. Hopefully, I mean, my thoughts and my prayers are that we all come out, better from this this whole ordeal. And obviously, we want the best for everybody involved. But right now, only thing that we can control is the things that we can control, and that's continuing to try to get better and continuing to try to re-emphasize on these guys on a daily, on a weekly basis to make great decisions and know that those decisions are can be really, really effective your team.
Jason Rivera-Torres, he didn't play at all in the first half, but then had a really big second half. why didn't you have him in to start, and then why did you make the decision to kind of go to him more and more in the second half?
I thought I said it earlier. I said I was going to give our older guys more of an opportunity to play in the first half to maybe try to find a rhythm. Our young guys have been Jason has done some good things for us, but he's been making some mistakes as well, probably some that you don't see that I see. And so I make the decision on who play. And I gave our older guys the opportunity to play earlier, and once they didn't perform the way that I thought that they were capable of, I decided to go deeper in the bench, and that's when he got his opportunity.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.